If you don't learn to respect me, even though I don't have much of a higher education than you can't pass my class and you'll be sucking dick the rest of your life. If you don't learn to respect me, even though I'm a balding bully who picks on kids all day because I gave up on my own dream job of being an artist to take the safety of guaranteed money teaching brings, then you can't pass my class and you'll be sucking dick the rest of your life. If you don't learn that teachers are allowed to be the biggest hypocrites on the planet, then you can't pass this class, and you'll be traveling the world having great sex and great drugs for the rest of your life. The best thing about being a 10-year-old drug dealer is no school. The best thing about being a 10-year-old drug dealer is that we already made more money than our mum and dad ever did without sucking dick. If drugs are so bad, then why have they never started a war for oil? If drugs are so bad, then why have they never acted in a Prime TV movie? If drugs are so bad, then why have they never auditioned for New Zealand Idol? If drugs are so bad, then why have they never pulled over brown people in cars just because they're brown people in cars? If drugs are so bad, then why have they never been banned from hospitals? If drugs are so bad, then why have they never proclaimed to be Jewish when they get close to Wall Street, John Key? If drugs are so bad, then why have they never proclaimed themselves to be affiliated with any religion? If drugs are so bad, then why have they never blown up the World Trade Center? If drugs are so bad, then why have they never said that women should be servants to their men? Why are we really working 40 hours plus a week? Then Tiger Woods turns to me and says, I've heard you've been saying I was a rich kid who always got what I wanted. And I said, and? Then David Stern turns to me and says, I've heard you've been saying I was rigging the NBA to make sure the big market teams get the best players and so the league can make the most money. And I said, and? Then Miley Cyrus turned to me and said, I've heard you've been saying I was like an anorexic 15-year-old who's been pimped out by her dad so he doesn't feel like such a one-hit loser. And I said, and? Then Barack Obama turns to me and says, I heard you've been saying that I'm just a puppet who's just following the same road traveled by all my predecessors that finds out that being in wars is the most economical thing for America to do, even though I campaigned against it. And I said, and? And then C4 turned to me and says, I heard you've been saying I was a racist because I had a top 100 New Zealand music moments and Catch a Fire who said a #1 in New Zealand and Hawaii didn't even make the list, but ever rated Tom Finn was all over it like John Key's nose to rich people's ass. I said, and? New Zealand on air turns to me and says, I heard you've been saying I was an old boys network because I keep giving money to pastor acts like Dave Dobbin, who takes money away from New Zealand acts such as Cornerstone Ridge so that Dave can feel special even though not even his imaginary friend Jesus likes his music. And I said, and? The New Zealand government on behalf of the Queen turns to me and says, I heard you've been saying I was the reason why there are gangs in New Zealand because we make drugs illegal and arrest all the young Māoris on drug charges by the time they are 15 so they can't leave the country or get a good job, leaving them with only the option of working for minimum wage or joining a gang. And I said, and? Then Brooke Fraser, Nika Moore, Maisie Rika, Lady Six, Holly Smith, Jen Wigmore, Maisie Gray, Erica Badu, Alicia Keys all turn to me and say, I heard you've been saying we all sound like fans trying to sound like a new age Billie Holiday ripoff while talking like we are original and producing some of the worst examples of plagiarized music of all and time while not even trying to write anything even remotely and original because money is more important to us than the art that's left behind. And I said, and? Then Wellington turned to me and says, I heard you've been saying all Wellington musicians try to look and sound like some colonialised summer holiday town from the motherland, England, like a bunch of talentless, high-hard, fly my pretty wannabes, while some numbnuts walks around doing Bob Dylan covers in a Bob Dylan costume. And I said, and? I feel like Shane Cameron. Leah Panapa, get off me, butch! Leah Panapa raped me. Robbie Sif fever. Robbie Sif. There's no S's in Mario. Mad Dog Ray Boy, the coolest drug dealing 10-year-old boys I ever know. Well, they just let me smoke their Kiwi for free as long as I don't tell them what to do. I'm so lazy I can't remember. What do you mean this, yucky? It's only chips on your dick. This is the last time I hired Jackie Brown for a porno. I'm telling your agent to take act off your resume. This is the last time I hired Bill and Ben for a porno. Fuck. No mates. This is the last time I hired Sam from Pacific Beach Streets for a porno. There's more STDs in here than Hamilton. Jodie Gordon is fucking hot. Jodie Gordon should get hired for every movie ever made in New Zealand forever. Jodie Gordon should get on Charlotte Street as every character. Jodie Gordon should lead this country on the march for cheaper drugs. Jodie Gordon is the only girl I'm Wayne K. Masturbate to now. This is the last time I hired Peter Jackson for a porno. He was sexier when he was fat. This is the last time I hired Jay Williams for a porno, but his missus can't work here forever. Would you stop beating up your kids, Simon Barnett? This is the last time I hired Jackie Brown. Next time I'm just filming her tits. This is the last time I hired Rachel Hunter for a porno. She lets me film her for free. This is the last time I hired Face My Sexy SS for a porno without checking her references first. Sucks dick. My SS 65. I want to name a brown girl on TV3, but I can't think of one because they are owned by Australians, and all Australians are super racist. Sometimes it's hard being a Māori Kiwi. I have to deal with things that other Kiwis just don't understand. Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and she is awesome. Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and you should have seen me. I was awesome. Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and she is waiting for me in the car right now. Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and I'm getting exhausted. I might take tomorrow off. I mean, I love my job, but I can hardly keep my head up. I'm tired, man. My missus just won't let up. Could you ask her to maybe go easy on me? I mean, you're married to her. She'll listen to you. Come on, cuz, be it, bro. Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and your sister keeps jumping in and it's a little bit like, well, it's just the greatest day of my life. Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and your sister and what do you know who comes in but your very first crush from high school and what do you know she's got nothing on but a cheeky grin. But honest, your wife's the truther. I gave her clitoris a beating and she just kept popping right back up. Bro, I'm sleeping with your sex goddess of a wife and your sister who has the firmest ass I've felt since primary school and your first crush and then who should come in but your mum. Now, normally I'd be a little bit put off by the age and the fact that she's the mother of the but she's sucking my dick. But have you seen your mum lately? Damn! Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and half of your family and I think your mum's hapu and my dick is getting really tired. Can you help out a bit? I don't want to sound ungrateful, but that butch is hard work. Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and it's a bit emotional, but just have to tell you that these have been the best nights of my life. I just want to thank you and your wife. No. Don't try and stop me. You're so modest. Look, mate, your wife is amazing in bed and you need to take the credit and be proud of that. As I was saying, bro, thanks from the bottom of my heart. She's all class, your wife. Bro, I'm sleeping with your wife and your sister and your first crush and your sexy mum and then ding dong at the door. Who should come in but Carly Flynn, the human with the sexy face. Well, normally bestiality shit freaks me out, but she was already sucking my dick. So being rude to stop her, and your wife looked like she could do with a break. How you going with your wife, bro? You should get her to make you some brownies. She's a mean cook. Your wife is the nuts. Sometimes it's hard being a normal Kiwi. I have to deal with other things Kiwis don't understand. So I said, calm down, babe. I'm just a normal bird. Watching Dirty Dancing once in a lifetime is my limit. Meeting your parents more than once at the wedding and once at the funeral is my limit. And having to indicate at every intersection is my limit. Having to re-say hello to everyone each morning again at work like we've never met before is my limit. Having to pretend you don't want to fuck someone because they're in a relationship with your boss is my limit. Having a job regardless if you need the money or not is my limit. Having to act like you don't want to fuck someone even though you do want to fuck someone is just my limit. Having to listen to more than one Brooke Fraser song ever is just my limit. Being told I should like Tahuna Breaks even though they steal their songs off better bands is my limit. That's when Amber Pebbles turned to Brooke Howard Smith and said, rollerblading is for fags. The new band from Kiwi. I'm so happy I feel like Renee Wright's latest one night stand. I'm so happy I feel like the first time I saw Steph Winnieton naked. I'm so happy I feel like Clark Gayford's girl boy husband. I'm so happy I feel like Andrew Schusterman's mistress standing in his wife's bedroom wearing her clothes, which is crazy. I'm so happy I feel like listening to Charlotte Church give money to Christians and will give a couple of bucks to some AIDS peeps in Africa television advert. Nah, no one's that happy. I'm so happy I feel like Charlotte Church's left nipple. That thing is freaking huge. It gives shout out to 7 African tribes and feeds 22. I'm so happy I feel like punching Jason Mraz in the face so hard he never steals scores from Bob Marley again. I'm so happy I feel like a policeman pulling over brown people in cars. I'm so happy I feel like Regan with 100 pounds of Kiwi and a bong and a never-ending lighter. Casey Potato has the most honest face on the planet. I remember the time Scotty Morrison, Tim Morrison and Harold Morrison were sitting in a bar arguing over who was the greatest Morrison of all time. Scotty goes, pshaw, of course it's me. I only work 10 minutes a day and make more money than both you near-cars ever did. What? Tim Morrison says, fuck up, young blood. I've got more 20-year-old up-and-coming actresses pregnant than Matthew Ridge. And then Howard Morrison leaned in and says in an arrogance only Howard Morrison can have, I must be the greatest of all time because I'm dead and you motherfuckers still talking about me. Then Howard Morrison Jr. came in with his big hunting gun and shot all 3 of them for being sellouts. And that's a true story of how Howard Morrison died. Once Arnie from Catch a Fire read that if you smoke 1,000 pounds of weed in 20 minutes, you could die. Well, Regan, Logan Bell, and Howard Morrison wasted no time seeing who could smoke the most the fastest. It's a true story of how Howard Morrison died. Once Jay Williams' public relations manager said to him, okay, we really need to work on your hip-hop image. Have you ever broken the law or been shot? Or a combination of the two? And Jay Williams replied, Pishy, how's that it? Once I stayed up all night watching this cute guy Drew from C4 sing on Christmas in the Park and I was 5 minutes late for church the next morning. It's gangster, near car. And that's the true story of how Hal Morrison died. Once 2 people had sex at the Christian Parachute Ships Music Festival and it was the first time anyone enjoyed parachute. And that's the true story of how Hal Morrison died. Once 2 virgins were having a fight over Paul Holmes' penis. Oliver Driver turned to Paul Henry and said, leaves it alone, it's mine now. And that is the true story of how Howard Morrison died. There was a Nazi Maniputo man and a Nazi Parai man in a room and they hated each other and then in walked the ball head and suddenly the 2 Māori men were cousins and they had each other's backs hard. And then the Pākehā said, hang on a minute, isn't that you, Constable Jeffries, you pig cunty? And Tom turned to his mate Constable Emmy Jeffries and said, what the fuck? So you never said you were a pig? And that's how you play Māori Ball-head pig. And that's a true story of why Jenny May stopped being a cop. Once there was a Samoan guy fresh off the boat and a Samoan guy who'd been in New Zealand for 4 generations and owned one of those fuck mean Chrysler Butti cars. And they both agreed that 1814 suck chips cunty sucks. Never mind racism, 1814 is a Christian band. That fuck chips cunty sucks. Never mind racism, doesn't matter what colour a trainee is, they hardly ever get taken home to meet the folks. Never mind racism, doesn't matter what colour the guy with the ginger hair is, he's fuck. Never mind racism, it doesn't matter what colour religion is, it's retarded. Never mind racism, it doesn't matter what colour your politicians are, they are wasting your money. Well, it doesn't matter what colour the phone is, the calls are too expensive. Telecom, you fuck cunty. You fucking rip-offs. Never mind racism, it doesn't matter what colour your dick is. If it's small, you're going to be eating more pussy than fucking. Never mind racism, guys are looking at your tits. Never mind racism, it doesn't matter what colour your car is, you'll want a better one in 2 years. Never mind racism, it doesn't matter what colour the cop is, you always think he's right even though he's done drugs, lost his temper, stolen something, hit someone, and got drunk and vandalised something. Never mind racism, it doesn't matter what colour an army man is, he's getting bullshit by his government. Never mind racism, it doesn't matter what colour your boss is, they are thinking of more important things than you. Never mind racism, it doesn't matter what colour a dildo is, it's more committed than a man. Once Howard Morrison and Billy T. James were in a pub just outside Taupiri, and Howard Morrison was going on and on about how he made the last note of how great they are, last for 2 hours even though no one was clapping, and then Billy T. James leaned over and said, now honestly, if you don't shut the fuck up and buy me the next round, I'm going to kick you in the nuts until you're dead, Nika. Howard Morrison was taken aback by this and asked Billy T. James, who the fuck doesn't want to listen to Howard Morrison talk about Howard Morrison for 9 hours? And that's the true story of how Howard Morrison died. The white man's history books will show that Billy T. James died before Howard Morrison, but the white man's history books also show they beat Riwi Maniputo in a fight, and that just isn't fucking true either. I think we all learn from that. Well, I guess we can all learn from that